Hey, what's up? DeveDal here. 2 weeks ago, Apple released the iPhone 12 Pro Max. 2 months ago, Samsung released the Note 20 Ultra. Don't get me wrong, both phones are very powerful and look good and very good quality. Whether you're a fan of Apple or Samsung, you will appreciate the premium quality that these two smartphones have. In today's video, I'm going to compare both phones. Did Apple make enough improvements to compete against Samsung? Well, let's find out. If it's your first time here, welcome to DeveDal, where I do tech unboxing, tutorials, reviews, and tips and tricks. If you're interested in any of what I just mentioned, consider subscribing. Let's start with the look of both phones. The Note 20 Ultra is a bit longer than the 12 Pro Max, but the 12 Pro Max is slightly wider than the Note 20. The difference is due to the fact that the Note 20 has a 6.9-inch display compared to the 6.7-inch display for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. The 12 Pro Max has a boxy look, while the Note 20 Ultra has rounded edges. The iPhone 12 Pro Max has a height of 6.33 inches, a width of 3.07 inches, and a depth or thickness of 0.29 inch, and weight 8.08 ounces, while the Note 20 Ultra has a height of 6.48 inches, a width of 3.04 inches, and a depth or thickness of 0.32 inch, and weight 7.32 ounces. It makes the Note 20 Ultra more comfortable to hold. The Note 20 Ultra may look bigger than the 12 Pro Max, but it's lighter. It makes the Note 20 more comfortable to hold. The cameras difference are noticeable. As you can see, the cameras in the Note 20 are linear, and the cameras in the 12 Pro Max have a triangular arrangement. That doesn't make a big difference in the quality of the photos or videos. It's only for the look. You can also see an edge design where the cameras are sitting on the iPhone, while the Note 20 has a more boxy look. Both phones don't have the glossy look in the back. They have a matte finish. Personally, I prefer matte finish. The glossy finish keeps fingerprints and makes the phone look dirty. When you move to the bottom, the iPhone has a Lightning port and the Note 20 has a USB-C port. iPhone has a set of mics in the bottom, while the Note 20 has one mic. The Note 20 has the S Pen that has a lot of features. On the side, the difference is noticeable. The Note 20 has the glass that is curved, while the iPhone has that straight side. That makes the iPhone look wider. The iPhone has the power button on the right side, while the Note 20 has the power button and the volume button on the right side. Moving to the left side, the iPhone has a silent button and the volume button, while the Note 20 Ultra has nothing. As I mentioned earlier, the Note 20 Ultra screen is slightly bigger with a 6.9-inch display, while the 12 Pro Max has a 6.7-inch display. With the edge, the Note 20 Ultra looks even bigger. It has an infinity screen. The iPhone 12 Pro Max has a Super Retina XDR display. It's an OLED display with True Tone, pixel density of 4.58 ppi, and max brightness of 1200 nits, while the Note 20 has a 120Hz refresh rate with AMOLED display with pixel density of 496 ppi and a max brightness of 1609 nits. Talking about refresh rate, the 12 Pro Max has 60Hz refresh rate. Even if it's twice as small as the Note 20, you can still see that it is very fast when scrolling or switching pages. Turning both brightness all the way up, you can see that the iPhone has a better resolution. Image quality on both phones are great. The iPhone has a big notch that can make the video look smaller, while the Note 20 has a small dot for the camera that doesn't really bother when watching a video. Speakers on both phones sound great. Let's check them out. You might not hear a big difference. Both sounds good. You might want to wear headphones to really notice the difference. Almost everybody uses earphones with their phone, so in my opinion, it's not a big deal. Let's move on to the processor and storage. The iPhone 12 Pro Max has an A14 Bionic chip. According to Apple, it's the fastest chip in a smartphone, with a frequency of 3 GHz and RAM of 6 GB. The iPhone 12 Pro Max comes in different storage at different prices. 128 GB at $1,100, 256 GB at $1,200, and 512 GB at $1,400. While the Note 20 Ultra has a Snapdragon 865 Plus processor, 12 GB of RAM, and it comes in only 2 available storage, 128GB at $1,050 and 512GB at $1,250 at the moment of recording this video. And the storage is expandable to up to 2TB. This is a huge difference from iPhone. When you buy an iPhone, either you stick with the storage you bought or you pay for iCloud. You have the choice to expand your storage. That is one of the best features that I really like about Samsung. Between the two phones, you can clearly notice while I was going over the specs that the Note 20 has twice the RAM as the iPhone. That doesn't make the iPhone slower. With the latest A14 Bionic chip, the iPhone competes with the Note 20 Ultra. Now let's talk about cameras. Nowadays, that's the main reason why people buy new smartphones. Both phones have 3 great cameras: ultra-wide, wide, and telephoto. In the iPhone, the ultra-wide angle camera has an aperture of 2.4 and a field of view of 120 degrees. Wide angle camera has an aperture of 1.6 and telephoto has an aperture of 2.2 with 2.5 times optical zoom in and 2 times optical zoom out. Digital zoom is up to 12 times, and the front-facing camera is 12 megapixel that can record 1080p and 4K. While in the Note 20 Ultra, the ultra-wide camera with 12 megapixel has an aperture of 2.2 and a 13mm lens. A wide-angle camera with 108 megapixel with aperture of 1.8 and a 26mm lens. And telephoto with 12 megapixel with 5 times optical zoom with an aperture of 3.0. The front camera is 10 megapixel with an aperture of 2.2, capable of shooting 4K 60p video. Both phones take great looking photo. Both phones have stabilization. You can either choose to turn it on or off. Talking about stabilization, in the future, we might not need gimbals anymore because all the major smartphones companies are integrating great stabilization mode in their devices. Apple doesn't release their battery specs, but they mentioned that the battery in the iPhone 12 Pro Max can last up to 20 hours playing video and up to 80 hours playing audio. And it can be charged up to 50% in around 30 minutes using a 20-watt adapter or higher, while the Note 20 Ultra has a 4500 mAh battery and can also be charged up to 50% in around 30 minutes. Battery life depends on how you use your phone. Based on how I use both, the Note 20 Ultra lasts longer because I use the iPhone more. Both phones can be charged wirelessly, but there is a very cool feature in the Note 20, which is the reverse wireless charging. That means you can use the Note 20 Ultra to charge other devices that are compatible with wireless charging. You swipe down twice and you choose wireless Powershare. Then you only have to place the other device on the back of the Note 20 Ultra. But if the percentage is lower than 30%, Powershare may not function. In this case, I'm charging the iPhone 12 Pro Max with the Note 20 Ultra. Very clever of Samsung. Both phones are nice and premium looking. You can buy either of them. It's just a question of preference. If you're an Apple fan, you will certainly go with the 12 Pro Max, regardless of the flaws you may encounter. If you're a Samsung fan, you will go with the Note 20 Ultra. I'm using both and I like both, but my preference is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. With that said, that was my comparison about the Note 20 Ultra versus the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Let me know what you think in the comment below. Please like, comment, share, and if you find value to this video, hit subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.